I really, really wanted to work with Ben Wheatley. I've admired his work. I mean, as soon as I became aware of his work with Kill List, and then followed him through Sightseers and A Field in England, three incredibly accomplished and very distinct and individual pieces of cinema, clearly made by a man of very sophisticated taste and judgment and skill. And then when I met him, I read the script and it was sensational, and clear and funny and dark and true, and provocative. I knew that Ben and Amy don't pull their punches, and they are really exciting auteurs at the front sharp end of British cinema at the moment. The experience of making High-Rise has far exceeded the expectations I had. It's been one of the most joyful and fulfilling creative experiences of my life. I mean that absolutely honestly. It's a combination of the atmosphere that Ben Wheatley creates on set and his regular crew and practitioners, Laurie Rose, Bobby Entwistle, the atmosphere created by Jeremy Thomas, who is an amazing producer and really believes in creating a space for a group of creative collaborators to come together and play without prescriptions or edicts. And it created an amazing atmosphere where I think the actors and the crew felt like they had complete freedom to go as far as they felt they could, and because of Ballard's sensibility and Ben's taste, it created this amazing playing range of extremes that you could go from very, very cool and refined, elegant, sexy and sort of sleek, to absolutely raw, feral, wild, unhinged. And that experience, strangely enough, for material that was so dark, was actually incredibly joyful, because there was such trust and such freedom on set, and people were really kind of felt like they were, pushing the envelope and taking things as far as they could, and it's very rare on set that you feel that freedom. I did quite a lot of preparation of different kinds. I mean, I read a lot of Ballard. I read a lot about him because I wanted to understand it sounds quite Swattish in a way, but I wanted to understand the intellectual context that this story comes out of. I wanted to get inside his brain as much as I could, understand the kind of the totality of his work and put High-Rise in a context. And interestingly, I did a lot of work on being a doctor, on trying to be specific about the kind of experience and training and worldview that Dr. Lang would have had. I went to watch an autopsy, a live autopsy, which I'd never seen, and is if anyone's ever watched an autopsy, it's a very intense and strange experience, because I had certainly seen one dead body in my life, and that was a deceased old member of my family who had died peacefully in her sleep, and I'd never seen four unfamiliar, strange, naked bodies essentially be opened up scientifically with a sort of a scientific detachment to determine cause of death. And so I saw a cranial autopsy. I went to a hospital, a morgue, and I saw the incision across the skull, and I saw the skull come off, and I saw I saw a brain, and you look around. Literally, I looked around inside someone's head, and then sequentially after that, their body. I saw them be cut open, and it was almost like being at It sounds stupid to say it, but almost like watching a car being taken apart is understanding that this body, the human body, is an engine. It's a machine that's been so impeccably designed. For all its inconveniences, Lang was satisfied with life in the high-rise, ready to move forward and explore life. How exactly? He had not yet decided.
I'm so sorry.
I'll survive.
I thought you were empty.
I just moved in.
You're an excellent specimen. Why don't you come up later and have a drink?
You don't know how things work around here, do you?
I'm a fast learner. You built all this.
I put all my energies into this town.
But I am the architect of my own accident.
Is that a horse?
Probably.
On the 40th floor.
Your husband appears intent on colonizing the sky. And who can blame him when you look at what's going on at street level?
How's the high life?
Prone to fits of mania, narcissism, and power failure.
We pay the same charges as the top floors. We want our fair share of the power.
Things would be better if we could afford to move to a higher floor.
I think we should be prepared to meet moderate resistance.
The ones who are the real danger are the self-contained types like you.
Perhaps you're right.
What are you doing? What are you doing in there?
Teething problems. Building's still settling.
Doesn't it seem odd that a man can fall from the 39th floor and not one police car turn up? Where's the sirens?
What have you got there?
A kaleidoscope?
What can you see through that thing?
The future.